Okay, I purchased Kinkistry clip-ins, but felt the texture wasn't close enough for my own. So I returned it, paid the shipping to send back to Atlanta, and they gave credit. Took a year for me to use the credit because I just had other stuff come up with the family. But I did finally order a wig. And I'm gonna, don't know how to do unboxing. As you see everybody else on YouTube, you'll hear the noise. I am not going to edit this, so you don't have to worry about you're getting some spliced information and blah, blah. I just took the little ponytail holders down out of my head. Okay, this is my other stuff. Oh, that's personal stuff. All right, I already took it out the bag. So here we are with the box, and I'm recording this from the iPad. Kinkistry is there. Yes, I'll zoom in like everybody does on YouTube. I love it when they put their hand up to it to get the glare off. That doesn't apply here. I even put on vitamin E oil because I wash my hands, and I hate using vitamin E on my skin when I prefer to only have it in my scalp. It's just so expensive. All together, because I had a refund, but do know, I got the Kurlgenics lace front 16-inch medium wig, which is $400. And I got 2 sample clamp-ins, the clip-ins. So here they are in the bag. The lighting is a problem coming in. You'll see one is Kurlgenics. They just started that line. And the other is a Kurlgenics. The reason why I went ahead and still bought like the samples, so I could see the texture against my hair without opening their wig pack or hair pack, because that's one of their stipulations. If the band is torn, do not use the hair. You can't make returns if anything is not untouched. Basically, it should be pure when it gets returned. So this is the Kurlgenics texture up close. The back side, if you've never seen it online, because I couldn't find it anywhere, it does clip. It's like that. And I also think it's worth talking about me doing this raw, because a lot of girls come in, oh, I put on makeup, I did my brows, and congratulations to them, they can do that. But I wanted to see this against my texture hair. And I can tell you right now, you may think you have 4B, 4C, and you could. It is in different places in your head, but it doesn't align with what they have as 4B, 4C. This is a 3B, 4A when you get Kurlgenics. So you have to go down one. Don't pick the coarsest one thinking, oh, because that's how my hair is. Or buy all the clip-in samples you can and brush it through to see how much. As I pull right now, this is the shedding that I'm getting from here. You can see the full strand for the root at the top. I just dropped that. So I'm going to pull again. So see, another piece came through. And I'm going to finger comb like I know they tell you you should do. And even with finger combing, you can see how the ends are there. I mean, the weft can only do so much. So it is sawn on. There's a sew. And it's attached to the clip. And then there's the thread in the middle holding the clip and the thread at the end. So it's 2 pieces there and 2 pieces here. All right, if you can't make it out, the best I can say is you could try it, but the Instagram girls don't walk through like I'm trying to do today. And I'm willing to spend up to 30 minutes to get this going. So I'll clip it in from the back. If you see, it's not adding great length to what I have, and I'm fine with that. This is just a sample. All right, that's the sample over here, my hair over here. We can pull it together. I'll zoom in if you need me to. It blends well enough. All right, so I think I did a good job on that. Don't forget, that's Kurlgenics or Kurlgenics, however you want to call it. Because we can't say Kurlgenics. It doesn't have a T. Kurlgenics. All right. These are normally, what, $5 each? I think even 10. I don't know, because shipping is another 10. So this is Kurlgenics, and it's already pulling. I haven't taken it out the bag, but you can see Kurlgenics. You can see the thread at the top, the thread on the side. I'm going to open the clip, take the name out, and hoping you can see. Oh, sorry, I just dropped it. Can y'all? Okay, there it is. So there is some shedding. I'm going to pull this apart. Holistic shedding, Kurlgenics shedding. So Kurlgenics. There's no music. You can see this is a nice little coil, like a rod or a screw curl if you have to wear it, want to wear it. Against my texture. What I've also noticed from the few people I've seen, you know, make uploads, because there's very few. So this is it against my hair. You can see the coil, the curl is way tighter. It's a corkscrew. I think this is closer to like the 3A, 3B, I forgot. At any rate, I would be someone who, you know, how do you blend this in when it's such a difference? I wouldn't wear it as a clip-in like I thought I could, because it's not like a clip-in process where you can just, yay, my hair is done. That's not how this works. Oh, I should have got some bobby pins out of my room. So I was just going to twist my hair down real quick to put on the wig to show y'all what I'm working with. But since I didn't bring anything out the room, I'm using basic elastics that I just keep in my office. Some cheap old elastics, who cares? Because when I'm working long, it's like, oh, let's just pull some back. Just office stuff. That's all. I'm not one of the YouTube girls who are like, yay, let's go do some hair. But I wanted to give a realistic review for folks who are at home and questioning, you know, is it worth my money? Is it worth my time? Or, oh, I should just wear a wig. Because I had a family member today saying that. And I was like, oh, honey, if you get a wig, get one of those cheap little $10 hair store wigs or Party City wigs, real plastic cheap, because I know you. You're not going to put in the effort to take care of the wigs that are $400, $200, even like my first wig in those kind of places, or something you can find at the hair store for $125. I don't think it's worth it for her. Even myself, and I'm eager to say that. I'm not the person who's going to put in the maintenance for it. I'll just go to the shop and let them do it. And of course, that's what she also said. I'll just go to the shop. I said, okay, but before you get there and waste everybody's time and money, you also have to know, even with old school wigs, because y'all, I can't just twist this down. I'm going to have to put a little braid. With the old school wigs, you have to worry about fitting. And of course, she has a bigger head or bigger forehead, and I wasn't trying to be funny. And I was like, and with the weight gain, it's kind of spread. So you have to worry about those kind of wigs will eat your hairline out from the back because it'll rub, and around the edges. Wearing a wig cap and having your hair braided down. Doesn't matter. If it wants you, it's going to take it. And that's something I don't know how to handle. You have to go talk to one of the older generations. Because, y'all, they were able to do all of this back then with a lot less products than what we have today. And their hair seemed to stay intact, even when I was done. So, either way, I'm still plaiting. I'm doing some basic 3-strand Sealy straight from Color Purple plaits. Just to hold my hair down so I can put on this wig. And it's not even close. And if you can see, because it's lumpy here, it's thick, it's full, and it makes my hand cramp. Like my mama would say, it'll give you arthritis fooling with all this. Okay, I'm just putting the tag back on. I wanted to go through the price points. I got this for from Black Friday. Don't get it before Black Friday. Go Black Friday through Cyber Monday. Because it's like Black Friday, that's one sale. And then they may run it longer. Right now, because of the pandemic, a lot of people kept sales going longer than they usually do. But Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, where the price, I believe it stayed 30%. Maybe it dropped down to 25%. But don't. Hold out for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. That's it. If they run it before then, congratulations. But I would advise, if you just honestly working for your money, you're not trying to use credit cards, PayPal, the Quick Pay, or those Infinity Pay, Affinity, all these little places that now want to give you like equal payment layaway, or taking it straight from your paycheck every 2 weeks kind of things. Whatever you can do without a credit check, do it. Oh, y'all, I forgot to put on my necklace. Now that I will do. A pair of earrings and necklace, I believe in it. All right. Oh, crap. My hair is so greasy. Okay, I'm going to have to cover my hands. Because the box got a little damaged. I don't know if they did it when it shipped out or UPS when it came through. So, the Kinkistry box. We're going to get this open. I know I'm going to have to get over myself making the grease stains. Oh, it's pulling apart. Okay. Well. So, here's the wig. The care instructions. I don't know how much of it you'll be able to read without me pulling back, but I'm just giving it to you so you know it is there. The other side of the card, I'm sure you've seen packaging promoted online, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. Okay, this has the bedding inside. It didn't come in its own little bag. Came in tissue paper wrap. I remember the tracks came in a bag. All right. Tissue paper wrap, I just unwrapped. Put that to the side. The wig itself. I don't know what is netting and what will be needed. All right. See, this is too, under the light that's on my desk lamp, it looks higher than a 1B should in my book. It's more brown, like a 2. Okay. What I do know, because it just takes so much effort to send back and receive again, I'm not going to send it back. I can tell you that right now. I will work it out. Yeah. I expected it to be like this sample. So we'll put that up against the sample next. I'm still taking off the hairnet. I can tell y'all for a fact, I will wait for a real professional. I wish they had some basic clip-ins because I'm scared when it comes down to, so lace front netting. Can you tell? Okay, full 360. I think I should have just bought the tracks and made my own. Or took it to a talented lady here and let her make it for me. But you can see the tracks as they differ in length and go through the wig. So the shorter is at the top and the longer is in the back. And I'm actually the opposite. I prefer longer hair in the front and shorter at the back. I like my hair to fall at my shoulders, right at my nape. Now, I did this so people at home can decide, because they tell you, if it shows 16 inches, it's 16 inches long when it's completely straight. 12, you lose 4 inches when it's in its natural state, curled up like this. They were out of a lot of the products, but I was told to go to Amazon and get other things. I try my best to avoid Amazon for a reason. They're just too big for what they got going on. And I'd rather buy directly from people so they can keep their profits in-house. Simple as that. Some spacing is like, is it as equal as the others? So I don't know if that's more of like half an inch apart versus, like an inch apart, how that works. But that's basically 2 tracks, 1, 2. And the spacing is there, if you can see. Please be able to see. I don't want to damage my wig to show it off, because I got to make this last. Even with the discount, like I said, it's not about being rich. It's not about being wealthy. I'm just not the girl who's going to giddily tell you, hey, I paid blah, 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 blah. No, sorry. And I actually just had a guy ask me, well, what's the most expensive hair? I was like, I don't know anymore, honey. I buy what I need to buy on my budget. The end. So it does have an internal strap. This may be routine now. I don't know. It feels like a chin strap to me. So it's made like a bra strap. So there are the hooks. Here's the elastic. There's 3 levels. The first, second, and third. I'm just putting the third. There are clips on the inside, just like the clip-ins have, but they're sewn down. So structurally, I think it's pretty sound. But I'm also used to, you know, folks making their own. And there's the little clips inside, like you find in even the old school wigs. And what's that wig book? I forgot the name of that little wig book. But they also sell the church hats and the outfits. Matter of fact, let me put my phone on silent and I'll Google. Because, of course, somebody will call me as soon as I start talking to y'all. But yeah, we're going to have to figure out how do I wear this. What do I do? So I'll read the instructions and we'll go from there. Please follow these instructions to ensure longevity of your extensions. Seal your weft with weft sealer. Do not cut wefts. I thought they were already sealed. Honestly, child. Silicone mix bamboo nutritive. Oh, child. I don't know if y'all be making up words or not, but it's like nutrition and tiv got made a hybrid, and it's nutritive. Child, I guess so. Hair treatment. So silicone mix bamboo nutritive hair treatment should be used as a deep conditioner before installation. Saturate the hair with product and leave in for an hour or 2, then rinse with cold water. This product can be purchased at Kinkistry.com. Use silicone mix leave-in conditioner daily to moisturize the extension. This product can be purchased on our website. While extensions are wet, use a paddle or Denman brush to detangle. Start from the ends and brush up to the weft. Okay. After install, always finger comb or use Denman or paddle brush. If you must comb, use a wide tooth comb. Do not blow dry the extensions. It may alter the curl pattern. A diffuser may be used on low heat if needed. I hope not. The extensions can be dyed, but the curl pattern may loosen. Consulting a colorist is recommended. Moisturize daily. Did not know that. A spray bottle mixture of water, leave-in conditioner, and your favorite oil works well. All right. Actually, that'll work because I have a few leave-in conditioner I was never going to use. Eco Styler Gel is a great option for curl definition. We want to feature you. Please tag or DM at Kinkistry on your pics and tell us the texture, length, and if you have clipped ends or wefts for a feature on our social media pages. That's it. So I heard about Kinkistry through comedian Ashley Light Godfrey. I think he's really good. If nothing else, I do appreciate how much he does promote, you know, Black-owned products and businesses, and how much he promotes the need to, for the African community that's in America to connect and interact with Black Americans or ADOs, however you want to name yourselves. But those of us who've been here as descendants of enslaved individuals from the homeland. With that being said, I'm glad I found it. I wasn't too sure about other places, and I did check them out once I knew what Kinkistry had to offer. But no one was like definitively promoting that they were Black owned. They would show Black models. They would have individuals from Facebook and YouTube wearing the products, but you just didn't know. And somebody would get in the comments a few times on Instagram and let them be known, are y'all Black? And I don't think they ever answered. So it is what it is. And at the end of the day, I was happy to make the purchase with Kinkistry based on those two things. Godfrey brought it up, looked into it, seemed legit, and I could identify they actually were Black owned without any hesitation. And I really knew they were not foreign owned, meaning like Wish.com, who takes folks' pictures and screen grabs. And they look good because they've hooked themselves up on YouTube. They look, I even clicked. But it's coming from China being imported. When you get it, it's nothing like they advertise. And I got duped once and I said never again. That's just it. So now, and that's why I always use PayPal. When I have to go with something that's suspicious or doesn't seem like it's going to be about right, PayPal you'll get. You're not getting my information. But since I have to deep moisturize, I guess I'll do a second one and we'll come back around to this. But I genuinely hope it works out like I would prefer. As you see, I'm not trying to pull anything. I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to put this on a wig stand. And tomorrow will be wash day. So come back, I guess you could say. But any questions, drop them in the comments. Let's talk about this wig and let's see how it lasts. I really wanted to get something to hold me over during the pandemic. It looks like the pandemic is never going to stop. The very front, because the tracks don't start until you get to the center. So it's off the track and it's in. Lord help me. When they put in the tracks, there's a gold thread holding across at the weft rather than a black, to blend and mix. I don't even do that when I wear a sew, child. Look, I've been wearing a sew-in since 93, maybe 92. I'm real particular about what it looks like when it comes down to a sew-in. Let me turn the lights down so work with me, people. Let's see what this looks like on a low light. Do the colors look the same through and through? It's going to be what it's going to be. All right, I'll show y'all what I mean. How when you start off, and y'all may be used to it, the hair is there. There's no track. It's just based on hair. Now I see why the good wife, the wig that she wears, Marguerite, whatever, the main character, Alicia, that wig was $12,000. And I understand now why in Hollywood they'll spend that much, because you want it to last through the whole season, but that actually lasted through the series. Yeah. So hoping you can see this is gold, the thread that's along the track weft. All right, I just turned the light up really bright. Maybe that made it worse, but maybe I can also pull it back and you can see again how the beginning is directly there. I don't even know if that's normal too. Again, this will be my first lace front. It'll be the first time I have something glued to me. I don't play with that. Hell, I got a sew in December last year, or was it January of 2020? I wore it too long, and I feel you could see from pictures from before and after I took down that sew in how, and I don't think she braided me tight. I between wearing it too long, I guess, or how she had it braided, but my hair took a beating. And it made me miss my colleague back in the Carolinas, because she was very conscious of that. But that's what I've learned. If they do hair and have additional degrees, like I'm doing hair while I put myself through medical school, law school, I'm just doing hair on the side while I study for the bar. It's a different level of professionalism. They start and end on time. The money's never funny. Booking is just hard because they really are booked with a set amount of time, but they give you their full undivided attention and they try and meet the standard of what you want. They don't need you to play through the pain. They don't have an attitude about, that's what you want, really? Or girl, get me when you can, that kind of thing. Or I ain't taking nobody right now. And even these women I've run across, like I said, going to medical school, in law school, finished law school, now studying for the bar, or doing other things, they're just a whole level of professional that I wish could stay in the industry more often than not. So if you know somebody, please recommend them to me. I mean, I used to would go anywhere because I'll catch a flight. During the pandemic and after the first 2 rounds of the vaccine, I probably still won't fly. And we're booked to go to Alaska, but I'm learning the longer you're on a flight and how people behave with their mask is what will dictate that. And I think our flight from Chicago to Anchorage should be 6 hours, maybe it's 7. I don't know, but it's kind of scaring me. And then, having my other family meet us coming out of Dallas to Anchorage. Ugh. And those are some elders. But I really wanted to go to Alaska, and I really wanted to make sure I got my mother there. Unfortunately, we will not be cruising, because they are Petri dishes. And I didn't go anywhere for Thanksgiving for a purpose because as many invites as I got from friends, I had to tell them thank you, but no thank you for your Petri dish of love. We'll do it another time, another year. So yeah, that's it. So far since I've sat here, went through this wig, and if you could tell, there's a gold thread right there. It is gold. It's not black through and through. I haven't had any shedding yet. I'm grateful for that because there's another young lady who did a review, and she had buku shedding. Like when I would take my sew-in out that I wore for 6 months too long. And I know y'all like, what? Yeah. It's because the pandemic hit, and I should have gotten in when I first was supposed to go back in, which is in March, because I was back in Louisiana, but I didn't because it was a whole nother lot of stuff. But at any rate, and then I had to wear it, and I was like, well, I'll just keep my hair covered because we really had no idea how did the virus travel. Sit on your clothes, sit in your hair, and I was like, well, at least my hair is protected under the weave, and it's braided and it's covered. But, and I had, look, you come in my house, you took your clothes off, threw them straight in the washing machine at the top of the stairs, go put on whatever you want, but you had to go in the washing machine and go wash your hands before you do anything else, you know? So at any rate, I'll be back because this is 25 minutes of me rambling and y'all are probably like, what are you doing? That's not how YouTube videos go. But at least you know I'm legit. And I'm actually not offended if it has any gray hair in here because, baby, my family is wearing me down, and I feel the gray come in as I sit and talk. You hear me? Feel it. I'm not joking with y'all. Feel it. Let's see. I don't know if this will ever work, though. Ooh. Yeah, I already caught some of my hair. So I'm just trying to show you where it falls on my shoulder. And to me, so far, that works. Ooh, Jesus. I don't know if that pulled a little baby hair or if it got a little too frisky or something. I won't even take this to one of my cousins and be like, hey, put this on me the right way, please, and I'll pay you. I'm not going to take it to whom I deem as like the basement beauticians either for different reasons. But where I'm showing y'all where it lands. Isn't that right? Hopefully I can get this to fall longer at the top than what it has so far. But see, yay, none is coming out of my hands. All right, I'm going to follow the rest of the instructions. Seal your weft. Okay, I finally pulled some through. I don't know if I can do this right. Let me just turn the light down. All right. And that's a kink. That's a nap coming through. So we shall see in our report back because this has now been 30 minutes and it wasn't even supposed to be 30 minutes since I have to still do more steps.